Here with reaction, he is the head of the Freedom Caucus, Congressman Andy Biggs, House Minority Whip, Congressman Steve Scalise, Congressman Matt Gaetz is with us. But I got to say, President thanked all of you and many of you, Jim Jordan, Scalise. He loves Matt Gaetz. We already know all that. But I thought the way the president, he joked with you, Steve Scalise, but he was thanking you and thanking everybody else because you guys fought for the truth and you told the American people the truth.
Yeah, Sean, the president was very candid today. Clearly he's been focused on doing his job, but I think it was important today that he pointed out that there's some very crooked people, including some dirty cops who are still out there. And that's why, I agree with you on Ray, but the one I'm most interested in is the Durham report, because, Sean, people need to be held accountable. They abuse their power to literally try to take down a candidate for president of the United States. People ought to go to jail. I've seen some classified information I can't go into, but I can say this. Hopefully Durham names names. I think the Attorney General is waiting to see what comes out of that. And then hopefully they go after those people and put them in jail. Number one, to vindicate everybody else, the 99% of good people at FBI, which is such an important agency to our national security. But it's been compromised by some bad apples. They need to be held accountable.
And with a lot of Freedom Caucus members, Andy Biggs, that without which we wouldn't have gotten this information. There's no ambiguity anymore. The Inspector General laid it all out. Everybody was warned. We know it. The dirty dossier, unverifiable and now debunked. The bulk of information. It says at the top, as John Ratcliffe has told us, verified. Nothing was verified, and they used it, and they were warned not to use it. Why isn't that arrest somebody and put them in jail at some point?
Well, that's exactly right. So the Freedom Caucus has been working on this since the beginning, but I will tell you something, Sean. When Christopher Wray sat there and repeatedly told us that he thought the actions of his top-level people were unacceptable. Now, this is before he got there. I'll give him that. But it is more than unacceptable. It is criminal. It was an attempt to take down the president. And for me to hear it's unacceptable, that was unacceptable. We need him to actually refer people to the DOJ for actual prosecution. That's what needs to happen.
Comey was referred. McCabe was
They got to prosecute. Yeah.
Matt Gaetz, I know I give you a hard time. It's only because we're friends, and you did an amazing job on all this. I love what you had to say about what needs to happen in Nancy Pelosi. Tell us about it.
I am sick and tired of Nancy Pelosi thinking that just because she's Speaker, she can be above the House rules. Rule 23 of the House of Representatives says that you cannot bring discredit on the House by your actions. Nancy Pelosi embarrassed the House. She embarrassed our country when she ripped up the president's speech. She may have committed a crime, and I think the Ethics Committee ought to investigate her. Christopher Wray's main problem is that he's treating the FBI issues as if it's some human resources matter when it was an attempt at a criminal coup against the president. And it's not enough just to say that you're going to look into the existing employees. A lot of those people committed their crimes and then left. And so that's why Steve Scalise is so right that the Durham report is going to inform on the criminal conduct. And we have to put these people in jail who committed crimes, because if we don't, Sean, this will happen again to another president. And that will bring discredit on all of us who had the chance to stand up now and fight.